Now in this class I'm going to discuss P series or auxiliary series that will be helpful in comparison test for convergence or divergence. Now if the series is of the form the series of the form we have 1, next 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 and so on up to nth term 1 by n plus and so on up to infinite, with the power of this denominator is p, 1 power p, 2 power p, 3 power p and n power of p. The general term of this series, this can also be written as sigma 1 by n power of p, right? Here the general term denoted by u suffix n is 1 by n power of p. Now this series will converges if the power of this n, that is this p value, is greater than 1, else the above series will diverges if p value is less than or equal to 1, and we denote this auxiliary series by sigma vn, that is sigma 1 by n power of p. This series is helpful for confirming whether the given series is convergent or divergent. This series is helpful in comparison test. Now let us study comparison test that will be helpful for us to say whether the given series is converges or diverges. See here, let sigma un be the given series. Whatever the series given in the question, that will be taken as sigma un. Next, we assume Vn be the auxiliary series, or we say P series. So we assume this sigma Vn from the given series. Now after that we find limit n tends to infinite un by Vn. If that value, the ratio of these two after applying the limits, is a constant k, that is a finite non-zero number, then both series sigma un and sigma vn either converges or diverges together. It means that if this sigma vn is converging, if this sigma vn converges, then automatically vn sigma un also converges. That is the comparison test. If this Vn diverges, then sigma un also converges, right? But the condition is we have to find out this limit n tends to infinite un by Vn equal to k. That is the condition. It has to satisfy this condition, then only the given series will converge or diverge. We see some example based on this comparison test for convergence of the series 1 by 1.2 plus 1 by 2.3 plus 1 by 3.4 plus and so on. Here the series is given Now let us find the solution. See here, numerator all are 1. Now in denominator we have 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 all are in arithmetic progression. Its n term will be n. Similarly, this 2, 3, 4, 5 are also in arithmetic progression. Its n term will be n plus 1. So the general term here is denoted by u n, as numerator is 1. If I take this 1 as n, then 2 will become n plus 1. Here we got the general term. Now take n common from this bracket part, then we have n into 1 plus 1 by n. Now we have un equal to 1 upon n into n will be n square into we have 1 plus 1 by n. Now this can be modified as 1 by n square into 1 upon 1 plus 1 by n. Now take this 1 by n square as Vn. Then this un will become Vn into 1 by 1 plus 1 by n. Now divide by this Vn, we have un by Vn is equals to 1 by 1 plus 1 by n. Now the condition for this series to converge is applying limits on both sides. So apply limit n tends to infinite un by Vn. So applying both side limit n tends to infinite 1 by 1 plus 1 by n. Now we know that if n tends to infinite, then 1 by n will tends to 0. 1 by infinite value is 0. So applying this limit here 1 as it is, this one will be as it is. Now this limit n tends to infinite 1 by n value will be 1 by 1 plus limit n tends to infinite 1 by n value is 0. So we have 1, a finite number. So this ratio is a finite number. Then we say we got a finite number by comparison test as this Vn. What is Vn? Vn is taken as 1 by n square. Right. Now this sigma Vn series will be sigma Vn value is 1 by n square. This is a P series, right? This is a P series with P value is 2, that is power of n, this 2. This is P is 2 means greater than 1. Whenever P is greater than 1, we say that sigma Vn is convergent. So if this Vn is convergent, then sigma un must be convergent, is also convergent by comparison test. Is also convergent by comparison test, because comparison test says that if sigma Vn converges, then sigma un converges together or if sigma Vn diverges, then sigma Un also diverges together. So by this comparison test, we say that sigma Un is also convergent. Test for the convergence of the series 1 by 1.3 plus 2 by 3.5 plus 3 by 5.7 plus and so on. Now let us solve this question. Here in numerator we have 1, 2, 3 and so on. All these numbers are in arithmetic progression with first term as 1 and common difference d as 1, that is 2 minus 1 will be 1. So its general term an will be a plus n minus 1 into d. So we have a value 1, n minus 1 will be n minus 1, d is 1. So we have 1 plus n minus 1, that will be n. So the general term here un, in numerator we have n. Next in denominator, first term we have 1, next we have 3, next 5, comma and so on are also in arithmetic progression. So here we have general term an as a plus n minus 1 into d. D is common difference, that is 3 minus 1, 2. So here we have 1 plus 2n minus 2. So we have 2n minus 1 is the general term. In denominator we have 2n minus 1 is the first term. Next in denominator we have this 3, 5, 7. We have 3, 5, 7 are in arithmetic progression. So its general term will be 3 plus n minus 1 into common difference is 2. So we have 3 plus 2n minus 2, that will be 2n plus 1. So this will become 2n plus 1 is the general term of the series. Now from denominator take this n common, from the second term also take n common, we have n into n. Now in first term we are left with 2 minus 1 by n. Now in second bracket we have 2, n is common, plus we have 1 by n. Now this n will get cancelled, so we have un value as 1 by n into, take 1 by 2 minus 1 by n into 2 plus 1 by n. Now take this 1 by n, let this 1 by n as Vn. So we have un is equals to Vn into this term. Now Dividing both side by un, then we have un upon vn, value is 1 by 2 minus 1 by n into 2 plus n by n. Now apply limits on both sides. We have limits n tends to infinite, un by vn, value is limit n tends to infinite. We know that if n tends to infinite, then 1 by n tends to 0. So here I'll get 1 minus 1 by n will tends to 0. So this will become 0 into 2 plus 1 by n tends to 0. So we get 1 by 4. That is a finite non-zero number. We get this ratio as finite. Now we say that by P series, as we have sigma Vn, that is second series, sigma Vn value we have this 1 by n. 1 by n power 1 is a P series or auxiliary series with P value 1. Whenever we have P1, this sigma Vn is divergent or diverges, is divergent. That implies sigma un is also divergent by comparison test. By comparison test, since comparison test says that both converges or both diverges together or simultaneously. Discuss the convergence of the series sigma 1 by root over n plus 1 plus root over n. Now let us solve this. Here the general term un is given, that is 1 by sigma n plus 1 plus root n. Now take n common from here. We have 1 plus 1 by n inside this root. Next plus we have root n. So this we have, take root n, or we say distribute this root to these two terms. We have root n plus root 1 plus 1 by n plus root n. Now we have this root n here, take root n common in denominator, then we have root 1 plus 1 by n plus root, after taking this common we have 1 here, this will be 1. Now this can be written as 1 divided by root n into 1 upon root 1 plus 1 by n plus 1. Now here we have un. Now let us take this 1 by root n value, that is 1 by n power of 1 by 2. Root can be written as 1 by 2 as Vn. So this will become Vn into 1 by this. Here we have un. Next, divide both side by Vn. Then we have un upon Vn is equals to 1 by this term. Now apply limits on both sides. Now apply limits on both sides. Then we have limit n tends to infinite un upon Vn is equals to limit n tends to infinite. Now we know n tends to infinite means 1 by n tends to 0. So here this will become 1 by root over 1 plus 1 by n value 0 plus 1. We have 1 by 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2. A finite non-zero number. So we can say that if this ratio limit n tends to infinite un by Vn is finite number, then we say this as we have this Vn, this one, this Vn as sigma Vn, that is auxiliary series. Sigma Vn value is 1 by n power of 1 by 2 is a p series with p value. P is the power of this n, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is less than 1. So whenever p is less than 1, this sigma Vn is divergent or diverges. That implies if sigma Vn diverges, then automatically sigma un also is also divergent by comparison test. Since this comparison test says if one diverges, the other automatically diverges together. So this series diverges. Test for the convergence of sigma root n cube plus 1 minus root n cube. Now let us see the solution. Here the general term u suffix n is given as root over n cube plus 1 minus root n cube. Now we have only numerator. So whenever we have this kind of questions, so rationalize the numerator. Then we have root over n cube plus 1 minus root n cube is multiplied by root n cube plus 1. Here we have minus sign, so its rationalizing factor will have plus sign, plus root n cube upon root n cube plus 1 plus root n cube. Now see here, if I take this as a minus b, this will become a plus b, then this will become a square minus b square. So that will become root n cube plus 1 whole square minus root n cube whole square upon root n cube plus 1 plus root n cube. Now this root and square will get cancelled. So we are left with n cube plus 1 minus n cube upon root n cube plus 1 plus root n cube. Now in numerator these two will get cancelled. So here we have 1 upon root n cube plus 1 plus root n cube. Now we have root term in denominator. Now we take the highest power of n from numerator and highest power of n from denominator. So let us take highest power of n from denominator. We have 1 by, if I take n, or this can also be written as n cube plus 1 whole power 1 by 2, plus this can also be written as n cube power of 1 by 2, this root. Now if I take this n cube common from the first term, then this n cube will carry this 1 by 2 also. So this will become whole power of 1 by 2 from the first term. Here we have 1 plus 1 by n cube whole power of 1 by 2. If I take this n cube common, then this n cube will carry 1 by 2 with its power, plus we have n power of 3 by n power of 3 power 1 by 2. Now see here we have these two terms common in denominator. So I'll take that term as common. We have 1 upon n power of 3 whole power of 1 by 2 common. Then we have 1 plus 1 by n cube whole power of 1 by 2 plus 1. Now this can be rearranged as 1 by n power of 3 by 2, 1 by n power of 3 by 2 into 1 by 1 plus 1 by n cube whole power of 1 by 2 plus 1. Now here we have u n. Now let us take this, let this 1 by n power of 3 by 2 as Vn. So we have un is equals to Vn into this complete term. So here we have this term. Now dividing both side by un by Vn. If I divide by Vn, we have this term. Now we have this term. Now apply limits on both sides. If I apply limits on both sides, then I'll get limit. Here I'll get limit n tends to infinite. Here we have limit n tends to infinite un by Vn. Now if n is tending towards n infinite, then 1 by n will tends to 0. So here this will become 1 by 1 plus this 1 by n cube. 1 by n cube value will be 0 power 1 by 2 plus 1. So we have 1 by 1 plus 1 will become 2. A finite number, a finite non-zero number we got. Now we say that if as sigma Vn, that is auxiliary series or power series sigma, we took this Vn as here, we took this Vn as 1 by n power 3 by 2. One by n power of 3 by 2 is a auxiliary P series with P value 3 by 2, that is greater than 1. When P is greater than 1, this sigma Vn converges. That implies if sigma Vn converges, automatically sigma Un converges by comparison test. Since comparison test says that both series converge or diverge together or simultaneously.